Hello world, my name is Chromaray and welcome to Tomato Clinic. I thought that it would be time, or that it was time for a happy game. A non-death, non-run for your life type of game. Chroma. What are your pronouns? I am a he. In this game, it's not only kind, but it has a nice soundtrack. I think that's what wherever I found this, Game Drill or itch.io probably, I listened to the soundtrack and I thought it sounded really nice. Chroma fills, or maybe it was Steam. Chroma fills out a form with a smile. There, got the form all filled out. By the way, this is probably one of those visual novel games, just so you know. I really should have got that done before actually coming here. What, did I not get to make my character? It looks like nobody else is here yet, though I'm safe. It's weird that there aren't any employees here yet, though. Would it be rude to just yell to see if somebody's in? I mean, if nobody's here, then nobody will think it's rude, right? Hello? Anybody in? A short young man looks distinctly displeased, comes to the counter. He's wearing a jacket with what looks like a tomato patch sewed onto it. Who are you? Why are you yelling? Ah, sorry, I didn't think anyone was in. Then why the heck did you yell? I don't know. I get nervous in unfamiliar situations. Wait, what? I'm Chroma. I'm here for the tour. This is Tomato Clinic, right? Oh, heck is that today? What? Don't tell me I got the date wrong. I'm so sorry. I'll come back later. Or never, if that would be better. Just calm down for a sec. Let me check the calendar. Huh? Oh, it does start today. Oh, I was worried I screwed that up. I didn't see any other students here, so I thought that maybe I had the wrong place. That's because you're the only one who signed up. So what is this Tomato Clinic? It's a store about doing clinical work on tomatoes? Haha. Wait, you're not joking. Nope, it's just you. Mari said we didn't get any other applications. Who's Mari? My boss. She should be here any minute. A young woman in a shirt that also has a tomato patch on it suddenly jumps out. Welcome! You must be here for the tour. What? Where did you come from? Boss, you're going to scare away our only applicant if you keep jumping out like that. I'm just trying to be friendly. My voice. Oh wait, I forgot to ask. Do you have your application form? Yes, right here. Huh, so your name is Chroma. Yes, that's me. Cool, my name is Mari. Mari? Or Murray? Nice to meet you. Gakudo, did you introduce yourself yet? I would have, but you decided to jump attack me. Gakudo, that's no excuse to be rude. Ugh, the name's Gakudo. Nice to meet you, I guess. It's nice to meet both of you. I'm excited to be here. You know what we do here, then? I did some research ahead of time, but there wasn't too much on the website. It's a blood donation, right? God. Gakudo. Gosh darn it. Why would you come for a tour if the idea makes you uncomfortable? So it's a blood clinic. Yes, this is a blood donation clinic. Yes, both me and Marty are vampire. Got a problem with that? No, I just haven't been to a place like this before. I'm a bit nervous, that's all. Gakudo, don't you be so mean. Oh, they are vampires. Oh, they weren't joking. Or maybe that's a fake tooth. And don't worry about it, Chroma. We're pretty new to this, too. Actually, you're a very first tourist. How is that supposed to be reassuring? Anyway, no point in talking about it here. Let's head inside so I can talk a bit about what we do. Follow me. So they are vampires. Mari disappears as quickly as she came. You can put your backpack down behind the counter if you don't want to carry it. Oh, that'd be... Before Chroma can finish, Gakudo leaves as well. Great. Thanks. I guess I should follow them in. So are we gonna beat a vampire now? Uh, Chroma heads to the next room, but for some reason it's empty. It looks like a little cafe. Huh, where did they... Marie jumps out with a grin on her face. So what do you think? Huh? What do I think of what? This room. It's nice. It's kind of, homey. It's a little bit different from what I expected, though. Different? Well, it looks kind of like a cafe. Oh, that's because it is a cafe. Oh, I thought this was a blood donation clinic. It is, but it also functions as a cafe. When I started this place, my goal was to make it a place where people can relax. Blood donations sound really scary, right? Adding vampires just makes it scarier. What? No, that's not. It's okay. I know most humans are afraid of us. So we're going to work at a clinic run by vampires, for vampires, using humans, and we're the only human that works. You get my drift, right? That's part of why I started this place. I want to make a place where humans could get to understand vampires a bit better. And that's why I've prepared this. Huh? What is this? A quiz on vampires. It's very short, so don't worry. And it's okay if you get things wrong. We want to check what people think of vampires. Just shout out my name when you're done. Marie disappears as suddenly as she had arrived. Where did she go? I guess I should fill out this quiz though. It doesn't look too long, so I should be okay. Let's see. Oh nice, multiple choice. Where do vampires get most of their nutrition? Do you know where vampires get most of their nutrition? I'm gonna say a variety of food sources because that seems the most logical. It feels like this might be one of those trick questions. I'll go with this answer. Let's check out the next question. What happens to vampires when exposed to sunlight? They turn to dust, like in Twilight. Do they turn into dust in Twilight? No, they glow in the sun in Twilight. I'm thinking of JoJo, I think. And another movie called, I think, The Vampire in Brooklyn? Or it was a completely different movie I'm thinking of. I don't know what movie I'm thinking of. They get sunburns. Nothing, they love the sun. Well, since we were outside and they have to get inside, maybe they love the sun. It's probably just a myth. I mean, otherwise they couldn't have this many windows in this place, right? Let's take a look at the next one. What do you use to ward off vampires? The cross. Cloves of garlic. It's not a pizza place, but none of the above. It feels like the other answers are too cheesy to be true. So this should be the right one. I'm not too sure about my answer. No point worrying about it though, I guess. On to the next question. Where do vampires sleep? They don't sleep. Coffee. Okay, clearly they would sleep in beds if they're just humanoid humans. Basically, they just have an urge for the stuff that flows through your veins, kind of. Coffins feel a bit too on the nose, and everyone has to sleep sometime, right? Looks like the next question is the last one. What can vampires turn into? Obviously nothing. Those other things like bats are just from the movies. Why is this quiz suddenly being so confrontational? I guess this is probably the right answer then. Anyway, that's all the questions. I should call for, what was her name again? Marie? Marie pops out from who knows where. Are you finished, Chroma? Yes, I'm finished. You just gave me a fright. Great. Let me just check your answers then. So, how did I do? Why don't we go through the questions together? Well, first off, about vampire nutrition. Well, makes sense you'd think they would get nutrition from various sources. We actually do get most of it from blood. If it's okay for me to ask, how does it work exactly? It would be a really lengthy explanation if I get too into it. Like, think of how you eat food and your body turns that into energy for you. Right. For us, we do the same, just with blood. While we can eat regular food too, we don't process it very well. It's kind of like junk food to us. Oh, so it doesn't really give you the nutrition you need. Oh, how do I get my mouse off this screen? Oh, I can push spacebar. So for question 2, while we don't turn into dust or anything, it is true that vampires aren't good with the sun. So am I just gonna get all of these wrong for trying to be too realistic about vampires? So that legend is true then. Only partially. We vampires get sunburns if we're in the sun too long. Humans do that too. How long is too long? Well, it depends on the vampire. Most of us will get bad sunburns in less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes? Do you just stay inside all of the time? Now we just use sunscreen with very high SPF. And make sure to cover our skins with as much as possible when heading out in the day. All of the windows at Tomato Clinic are specially made to cut UV lights too. This way we can enjoy the daylight without the sunburns. I thought vampires liked the night. Ha! No, we were just forced to only go out at night before. Now we have modern technology to help us. Oh, that's pretty cool. Right? Let's look at the next question then. Hey, you got the question right. Your only question right. The answer to what you use to ward off vampires is none of the above. There's just one thing you can use to ward vampires away. Like how there's no one thing you can use to ward away humans. Then why do people think that stuff like a cross and garlic? You don't think it'll work, do you? I think it's just one of those weird urban legends. After all, it's very easy to come up with things like this if you don't know any vampires in real life. Huh. Moving on to the sleeping question. Nice! You got another one right. That's surprising. We vampires just sleep in normal beds. Vampires get aches and pains just like humans. So honestly, coffins would be pretty uncomfortable. Oh, I guess that's true. Now for the last question. Another right answer. Well, you know what they say, 3 in a row. I guess I can't get any more though. We actually can't turn into anything. Yeah, I guess it was kind of stupid. No questions are stupid. But the quiz said, that was just Gakudo. I think he was annoyed. He thought the quiz was a stupid idea. I think it's a nice way of teaching people about vampires though. What did you think? As our first human quiz taker, I thought it was pretty nice. It helped correct a lot of my assumptions, and prove a lot of them as well. I'm glad I'll be sure to let Gakudo know too. Am I gonna ever say his name correctly on the first try? I asked him to write the questions and he was very annoyed about it. I'm sure he'll be happy to know his work was worthwhile. Will he? He didn't seem very cheerful earlier. Oh, that's just how he is. Don't worry. Let's check up on your score. You got 3 out of 5 questions right. I think that's less than 70%. I think. Oh, that's better than I expected. Yeah, you did pretty well. I'll give you a chance to try again later too. Hopefully you'll remember the answers next time. Oh, that's cool. I wonder why. Is it for an ending, maybe? Now that we've got our icebreaker done with, we can start one of our vampire culture experiences. What? For the tour. You didn't think it was going to be all quizzes, did you? Honestly, I wasn't really sure that what I'd signed up for. Well, soon you can find out. We've got a ton of fun activities set up for you. Or Gakudo has at least. I'll go get him. Murray runs off through a different door. Murray seems very energetic. It's nice. This whole place is pretty nice actually. The decor is cute, and the general atmosphere is relaxing. What did you expect? It all to be red satin and bats? Gakudo shows up looking just as displeased as earlier. No, Then what were you expecting? Maybe I was kind of expecting something like, with more candles and chandeliers, maybe. Chandeliers. We're vampires, not Victorians. Sorry, it's just when I see vampires in the media. Yeah, I know. Sorry to bite your head off. Figure of speech. I know there's a lot of weird stereotypes about us. That's why Marie set up this clinic, and that's why I'm helping out. That's really nice of you. Yeah, sure. How'd the quiz go anyway? I did perfect. I should probably tell the truth. I did pretty well, I think. Oh? Yeah, I surprised myself, actually. Huh. Gotta say I'm surprised, too. Anyway, I'm supposed to be your tour guide. First up on the activity list is... the vampire sunscreen routine! Marie suddenly pops up to Kakuto's right. Gah! What? And she disappears again, just like a vampire would, into the shadows of this clinic, restaurant, cafe. Is that some kind of vampire talent? What? Oh, you mean how Marie just appears out of nowhere? I wish. That's just a Marie thing. Anyway, as Marie said, our first activity is a common part of a vampire's usual morning routine. While we'd like to go through the morning, we're currently a little bit understaffed. As you can see, only 2 people, only 2 vampires. I wonder how many more vampires there are in the world. In this world, I mean. So we only have the sunscreen bit. Sunscreen? Well, as Marie told you earlier, vampires sunburn very easily. So we're very careful about applying sunscreen. So how is this supposed to work? Am I supposed to put sunscreen on you? What? No, that would be weird. We have a dummy for this. As if that's not weird. We're not using actual sunscreen. How does... because it wastes money or because it's weird? Let me just set it up. Gotta stand it up right. Make sure it's secured. Okay. Is that supposed to be a vampire? A pretend one. There are a bunch of clothes for you to choose from. The goal is to pick an outfit appropriate for this vampire. Then you'll put sunscreen on. Or, well, fake sunscreens, since our dummy is made of whiteboard. Just use this yellow marker to apply the sunscreen. Then I'll let you know how well your vampire outfit would fare in the sun. Sound good? Oh, could this be a character creation? That'd be so cool if they disguised it. I think I'll pass. It sounds fun. It sounds fun. I'm ready to start. Just stick on the fake clothes and the sunscreen and let me know when you're done. Got it. Oh, that's pretty cool. What will you put on the dummies? A top hat. Well, I feel like a pair of sunglasses would make sense. But a straw hat would be more realistic. But I want to be awesome. I'm gonna make a top hat. A cape. The normal stuff, a cape. Tights. A vampire tights. Boots, socks. What are wellies? I don't know what wellies are. Boots. How much sunscreen? A lot, so our skin is pale like a classic vampire. I think this should be okay. Gakuto. Gakuto returns to the room. You done? I think so. Would you take a look? Okay. Yeah? Well, first, the outfit. You gave them the most cliched vampire outfit. Black cape and a red dress, with a top hat too, and matching boots. That's so cool how they have something for each thing you do differently. That said, it's a good choice. Capes like these cover a lot of skin. See? That's why they used to be pretty popular among vampires. For the sunscreen though, you actually put on enough. You went with a thick layer. That's important because usually people put on way too little. So I did okay. Yeah, you did okay. Yes! Don't get too carried away though. Anyway, that was the activity. The idea was to give you a little idea of what a vampire goes through. As a way to say, hey, we're just normal people trying to live our lives. It's kind of more boring than I expected. I always thought vampires were more, I don't know, sexy or scary? Both? Sure. That's what we were pretty often portrayed as in media, but most of us are just boring people who buy a lot of sunscreen. Huh. Thanks for telling me about this. I never really thought about it before. Just doing my job. Anyway, I need to prep for the next activity. Wait here for a bit. This is such a good game so far. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect it to be like so involved in your decisions. Gakuto walks, hey, I said it correctly, out of the room, taking the dummy with him. Huh. I'm enjoying this game a lot so far. I'm not sure if it's one of those ghastly turn of events types of games where all of a sudden everyone's evil and you're trying to fight for your life and there's never a good ending at the end, or if it's just a cafe of blood. But that still begs the question from earlier I was hinting at, where did they get the blood if I'm the only one working here? So thank you for watching, and we'll find out in the next contingency.